Hi everyone. I hope everyone are doing well. Let's get straight to the reading. Only take what resonates, leave what does not. So I'm seeing that you may be going into this hermit mode here, looking for solutions to something, wisdom, asking God to help you or to help you with the situation, or to reveal next steps. I'm also seeing that you have two choices here, and the solution is to wait. You gotta wait it out. You gotta let energy settle. It too shall pass. So don't be too impulsive on deciding on anything or jumping onto anything new right now. Everything will be revealed to you in due time. So I'm specifically getting 30 days. You may be coming out of some sort of situation here. This may be a breakup. And be gentle with yourself. Take time to grieve, to mourn, to, you gotta feel it to heal it, right? And I'm also getting like you may be feeling very sad or depressed right now. And it's important for you to sleep a lot, okay? You heal. God will heal you when you sleep. And also just do things that make you happy. And you're somebody who will always bounce back. What I'm getting, like, you will always, yeah, this is coming twice here. I'm also getting something about you think that you lost like a love of your life here, and God is saying that no, like there is something way better for you out there. Like this was just a rock. Like there's actual diamond out there waiting on you. So you're mourning some sort of fantasy here that was not real. Something here has been exposed. The truth came to the light. Yeah, somebody here blew their cover, and you can see clearly now. I'm getting something about this person not loving you. Like, it's a hard pill to swallow, but this person is incapable of loving in general. They may experience moments of love or intimacy or whatever they may think it is, but they are incapable of holding love. They're incapable of staying in that feeling. This person is very toxic, a very hurt person. They have a lot of unresolved trauma, and hurt people. And I'm seeing that you cannot fix them. Like, you've tried to help this person, you've done the most, and now God is saying, just leave it to me. Like, leave it to God. Let God take care of it, handle it. It is not your responsibility. It's never been your responsibility, but maybe you thought it was. And instead of appreciating your help, instead of appreciating your effort, this person hurt you, deceived you, abused you in some way or form. And Holy Spirit, God came in between you guys to clean up the situation. So there's spring cleaning here happening, clearing energy, blocking all deception, blocking all negativity, blocking all evil getting rid of all evil here, no matter what and who it is. And this will align you in the most beautiful ways. Like, this is a true alignment towards your true purpose, your true love, your true happiness and safety. Somebody may be moving, or you might be moving on. You are reaching your highest potential. So this person was definitely holding you back. Yeah, you fight in a God's army. You're an earth angel. And you're standing in truth. You're standing in truth, and your energy gave this person shivers. Like, your godliness, your purity, God living through you, you standing in righteousness gave this person chills. It gave this person chills because they're so toxic. They're so corrupt. And it's almost like this person is reaching new levels of toxic since you separated. This person's mission is not to be good, not to be righteous, but to use, okay? They're only looking for their own benefit. How to battle low vibrations, low entities. You don't, Spirit is saying. You don't battle them. Leave them alone. Keep on moving. A secret to happy life. Keep a-holes away, right? This justice, there's been a great justice and judgment put on this situation, and this justice will give you a great sense of freedom. It's like you are freeing yourself from these very heavy chains that's been holding you back, holding you down. They've been pulling on your self-worth. This person constantly puts you down so that they could actually match, you could actually match their low vibration. Because they couldn't reach you where you were at. They couldn't reach the highs. You are a very high vibrational person, right? You're just a pure, honest, happy person, and this person is everything but. And because they couldn't reach your state, they had to put you down. They had to made you feel less than, or make you feel sad, mad, rejected, right? So that they could finally match your frequency, so they could feel like you're in the same boat. Also, something about gaslighting. This person may be gaslighting you a lot because they're actually crazy and they want you to feel like you're crazy too. There's some real ass psycho, I'm sorry. Yeah, look, elimination of evil happening here. So you are cutting off because you're walking with God, you could no longer walk with this evil entity, whatever is living through this person. I'm also just getting something about this person, like giving themselves up to like the darkness, like the who, like they literally reaching the next level, like the new levels of toxic that you like have never seen before. They have never seen that before either. And it's almost like since they separated, them saying no to you is them saying no to God, literally. And they know this. This is a very rebellious spirit. This is very rebellious, toxic, dangerous spirit, very reckless. I'm hearing life, like there was a life on the line here, maybe even multiple lives. Like this is serious. This is very serious. This person may have done something to you to try to like get you sick or trying to hurt you in some way or form. I'm seeing sexual immorality. I'm seeing reckless driving. I'm seeing abuse, mental or physical. Yeah, this is really, really toxic. Instead, you're building stronger connections to what's already working. So you have a clear vision of, this has been working, this has not been working. You have not seen any progress when it comes to this person. Things are only getting worse. And when it's the wrong energy, when it's the wrong person, when it's the wrong timing, God will let this person hurt you for as long as you cannot bear it anymore. But this actually build you up. Like this made you stronger, and you grew in faith because you trusted God so much. You've been asking God to help you with this situation. And because this person we all have free will as humans, this person has consciously denied righteousness. They're denying righteousness. They don't want to be good. They don't want to repent. They don't want to forgive. And they don't want to work on their unresolved traumas. I'm getting very severe mental disorders. Very severe mental disorders, like psychopathy, like psychopath, not only a narcissist, not only borderline or bipolar. I'm seeing a psychopath, like somebody who does not care whether you live or die, somebody who does not care. Like I'm literally seeing somebody who could like run over a baby and not feel anything about it and be like, it wasn't me, it's your fault. Like that's what I'm seeing. This person will go and hurt somebody and they will blame it on you. Like, you made me do it, it's your energy that made me do it, it's because of you that I did that. It's you that actually did that, not me. It's because I was with you, this happened. It's because you bring all this negative energy into my life. Like, this person is a psychopath. Like, you need to understand that they should not even be walking freely among society. Like, they're a danger, not only to themselves, not only to you, not only to the people closest to them, but to society. They're a danger to society, and I'm getting that this is not going to end well for them. Like, their time is up, and God simply had to remove you. And you've been rebellious too, because you want to go back and save this person or help them or try to make them understand that this is not going to end well for them. But unfortunately, it is too little too late. There is a lot of karma with their name on it, and they have no choice but to go through all that. The fact that this person has not been receiving their karma just means that their karma is coming in full, and it's going to be destructive. Like, I'm literally seeing this person like losing their mind completely, like losing everything, starting from their common sense. They have so many entities attached to them and all these demonic thoughts that are lying to them. So when you think that this person is gaslighting you, like, that's literally I hate to say this, but it's literally the demons talking to you through this person. Like, they gave themselves up to the lower entities to work through them. That's why they are the way they are. And a lot of times these entities come through childhood traumas, not to justify. Through a lot of times these entities come through open portals such as unforgiveness, bitterness, resentment, hatred. hurt. Did I say bitterness? Very bitter person. It's a straight up, it's not even like this person, like it's gonna be really hard to bring them back, what I'm getting. Like they're a, I don't want to say a gone case, because God is a God of miracles, and if somebody wants to repent and heal and go through the whole redemption process, it is possible, but it is a painful and a lot of times long process, and we do have free will. So this person would have to literally fall on their knees and ask for the forgiveness for all the wrongdoings they've been doing so far. I'm seeing a person who is like a tweak, like an addict or something. Like I'm literally seeing like a tweaking addict on the street. And it has something to do with their generational pattern. Like maybe their dad or mom or somebody in their family was like that, and they have not done the work to break the generational curse. It is a spirit that is attached to their bloodline. Wow. Wow, look. It says you cannot fix them. Leave it to God. Yeah, this person is very, very bitter, unforgiving, spiteful. This person this is a straight up hater. It's a hater. Like, we need to understand that even though, because the soul will separate from the body when there's too much toxicity involved. So, there are soulful people and there are soulless people, and there's people in between, right? So sometimes like it can be so severe that people don't even remember what they've done, what they've said, because they let all these other entities operate through them. And a lot of times as a super empath, you feel pity for them. You pity them, like you want to help them, like you want to bring them back. Like you have that ability to awaken souls. You have that ability to warm up hearts, right? To awaken love, awaken godliness in them. You do have that ability. But unfortunately, that person would need to want that too. That's why we have spiritual healers. That's why we have Reiki healers. That's why we have shamans. That's why we have priests, priestesses, right? And people with no titles that just do that naturally, right? There are a lot of people that actually are in line and want to be better and want to get closer to God and want to do good and want to be at service and do better and have a second life. But this person is not one of them. This person is in line in hell. They're in line. They're standing there waiting on their turn to go right there. And it's so sad. It's just so sad. Like, it's almost like they have made their choice. And for a lot of people, I'm seeing that they made that choice at a very young age. Because of the cultural influences, because of the people that they look up to. They truly think that that's the way to go with. I'm specifically seeing something to do with drug abuse or music industry, or some sort of money and fame. This person wants to be worshipped. They want to be worshipped and recognized, but they're not doing the right things. It's almost like they want to force people to worship them. Like they wanted to force you to worship them, and even though you give love freely to everybody, to anybody, because you're an earth angel, you're a light worker, that's just who you are. It was never enough for them. They always wanted more and more and more, and they wanted you to justify their toxic, destructive behavior. Like, they wanted you to clap for them no matter what they do. And you said, no, I cannot do that. I cannot do that because that goes against my beliefs. That goes against God. Like, God would not accept this. God will not approve of this. And that's why this person started rejecting you, because you wouldn't eat their BS. You wouldn't justify their bad behavior. You wouldn't reward their bad behavior. Maybe all you did was leave. And that awakened even more anger in them. That awakened unresolved trauma in them. Maybe they were abandoned as a child or neglected as a child, you know? So there are abandonment issues, abandonment wounds that you pressed on by doing that, but it's not your fault. That's just something that this person is very weak, you guys. This is a very weak soul. Like, there's not a lot of soul left there. So you made your judgment, and God and angels made judgment on this, and I'm seeing separation here. Yeah, disappointment. There's a lot of disappointment, mourning, regret, loss, grief on both parties here. It's not only you, it's also them mourning this because they thought that, you know, they would have you in their corner forever and you would always clap for them. But there's a time limit on everything. And the time was up. You made it through the worst. Congratulations, you did a great job. You did the best you could. And the only way is up. There is a major breakthrough coming to your life because you don't want to say rejected this evil energy, but yes, you rejected this. Your spirit had no choice but to reject this evil energy because there was lives on the line here. There was lives on the line here. Like, this is a question of life. And this person, because they're destructive, because they're dark, they're pro-death. They're not pro-life. They're not progressing, they're not ascending, they're actually descending. And you may see this, like, even like their appearance or their face has changed, like the way they look has changed for the worse. Other things to recognize it would be, you know, their homes, how their home look like. You know, this person may be very dirty or messy or something, or disorganized. Their finances are always at zero or minus. It's just impossible for this person to build anything. All they do is tear down things. Like, whatever you were trying to build, they would come and like tear it down. So how could you possibly build with this type of energy, right? God here is saying that you will always bounce back. That is your superpower. You will always bounce back. So get up and try again. This may be you just feeling better one day at the time. You know, you take that day off to sleep it off, to process it. I highly recommend fasting and detoxing this energy out of your body, your system, and your homes, your cars. You gotta sage everything, clean everything, get rid of the items that are attached to them. If you need to block them, block them. This too shall pass. You will get over this sooner than later. if you cannot try today, try tomorrow, you know, get up and try tomorrow, you know. All you gotta do is to get up, you know. Depression is hard to shake. I've been there so many times, and you may just want to sleep all day, right? And that is good and healthy, but there will be a point where you would have to, you know, gather the strength that you have, and you have to ask God to give you strength. Ask God to give you strength to get through this, because we rarely can get through this by ourselves. Whatever you gotta do, if you gotta listen to motivational videos, if you try and get outside, you know, try and move your body, because a lot of trauma is stored in our body. So even light stretching will help you. A lot of natural water will help you, drinking a lot of water, and speaking positive affirmations on your water, you know. This water is life, you know, this water is purifying me, purifying you. This water is cleansing you. This water gives you new body. Yeah, this person was very irresponsible. It is somebody who is admiring but also hating you. This person is hating on you. It's a hater, you guys. And how are you supposed to be on the same team with the hater? Like, they will always look for an opportunity to bring you down, you know, to trip you, to, you know. Yeah, this person is now receiving instant karma. They're learning. They're learning the cause and effect, right? They're learning that when you do this, this will happen. I'm getting to somebody, this is a narcissistic person who grew up maybe with no boundaries, or maybe their parents were not even there, or maybe they're always forgiving them, or maybe, you know, they knew that they have these mental disorders, that they were like brush things off. But now that this person is reaching certain age, they would have to start taking responsibility for their actions. And God is truly, this is a really tough lesson to them. God is teaching them cause and effect. And I'm getting that a lot of this karma is coming through the most unexpected sources, such as strangers in traffic, on the street, may even be authorities like police forces, or, you know, they may have issues with the law. You know, they being straightened up at work, you know, their boss is not happy with them. Because these people will not keep people around that are trying to correct them, course correct them. They will only keep around the groupies, people who are, you know, they're groupies, and they will just say yes to everything. They will not keep around anybody who is actually giving them any constructive feedback, or has like any common sense. Like, these people will only hang around with people who are dumber than them, and this person is already like done. Like, they know, you know, they have like few loose screws, you know. Like, this person, like, they're not all the way there, like definitely like giving, like, you know, some sort of brain damage here. Yeah, and somebody here is getting a wake-up call. I'm getting that both of you guys, but like specifically this person is getting a wake-up call that their time is up, that what they thought they were getting away with is, you know, it's over for them. Like, no more, no more. And now, you know, change of plans, you know, you're going through your change of plans. You have plans for this relationship, and your person had plans of doing what the heck ever they want to do for however long they want to do it. And you know, they're getting a wake-up call that nobody, like, you would have to change some things if you want to, you know, survive, basically. Yeah, Spirit is saying releasing them and detoxing their energy out of your system. So going on a green juice fast or lemon water fast and going vegan, just eating less, and if you've been physical with this person, then do your own research on how to detox, you know, your yonis and stuff. But if you've been recently physical with this person, you may be feeling out of balance, and just know that that is not your energy. That energy will leave your body. It will leave your electromagnetic field, your aura, in due time, but you gotta consciously cleanse it. Like, you gotta order that energy to leave your body, leave your house, leave your mind, leave your vehicle, leave, you know, you can go and sage everything, do deep cleaning, you know. And you need to pull back all of your energy. You need to pull back all your power, all your energy, because you will need it in your next season. Yeah, God here is saying, show up and the success will find you. So you may be feeling just tired or slow or drained right now, and that is normal. It is completely normal, and you will bounce back. Most important thing is not to trying to be perfect right now, but to just show up. So if you can get up, put your best clothes on, do your makeup, your hair, whatever you gotta do to just get yourself there, to show up to that meeting, to that job, to that interview, to go past those resumes, to go hunt on that apartment, to go lease that car, buy that car, whatever it is that you gotta do, just show up and success will find you. It is guaranteed. God is saying all you gotta do is show up. You ain't gotta show up perfect. All you gotta do is show up, okay? And people will sense your sadness, they will sense your grief, and there will be a lot of angelic assistance available to you. I just seen 333. Thank you, Jesus. There will be a lot of angelic assistance available to you. I'm specifically getting, you know, connecting to Jesus' spirit. I'm also getting Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel. So doing research on these angels, connecting to these angels is going to be very beneficial. Also, color green is going to heal your heart, and just a lot of green intake, like a lot of green veggies, green juices, going outside in nature, in greenery, laying on the grass, swimming in natural waters, letting breeze purify your aura, spending time with gentle souls like animals or kids or people that are pure people, godly people in godly places. Showing up means trying. Like, all you gotta do is try, you know? And you will have so much help. Like, you will have so much help. All you gotta do is ask, and even if you don't ask, God already knows. Try no matter what God is saying. Try no matter how you feel, you know. Even if you don't feel it, all you just gotta do is try. Test every spirit. Yes, you learned your lesson the hard way, and I'm getting that you just heard new levels, new devils. I just heard that this was necessary for your next level, because now you can recognize a narcissist, you can recognize a psychopath, you can recognize a demonic spirit, right? You can recognize gaslighting. You can recognize what's toxic, you know, and you will not be repeating the same mistakes again. Yes, this was a very harsh lesson, but unfortunately, a lot of earth angels have to go through these type of lessons in order to learn about dark entities, because you guys are not in the same camp. Like, you are complete opposites, and unfortunately you had to learn about these lower entities so that you will know who not to give yourself to in the future. Don't make any deals with these type of energies, okay? They're not going to be successful. Yeah, because these people, can't even call them people anymore. These entities, these spirits are finding joy in someone else's suffering. Like, this is a sadistic spirit. A sadistic spirit comes from you know where. A sadistic spirit definitely does not come from God. That's for sure. That is for sure. Yeah, spirit here saying a psychopath. A psychopath. Like, psychopaths don't always have to be serial killers. They can just be bullies, abusers, you know, just evil people. And so many times, you know, we justify mental disorders because we think that, like, their brain is not working. But if they're out there killing babies in traffic, like, what is there to justify, like, these people should be locked up. Like, they should not be walking on earth freely, and I feel like God is like, God is having enough. Like, earth angels, like light workers, earth angels, you have to learn how to strengthen your armor. You had to learn how to just say no to certain energies, how to block them, how to leave them alone, separate from them, tell them to go, whatever you had to do. Like, you had to learn that, because we are in a spiritual battle. We are in a very heavy spiritual battle. And what was maybe acceptable before, when, these type of energies were going through evaluation period of grace, there is no more grace available to them. The time is up. So, they have to make their choice. They have to make their decision now, before it's too late for their souls, Before it's too late for their souls. This is a battle of souls, Yeah, spirit here is saying that test every spirit, okay? Trust no one but God and yourself, right? Trust, right now, you gotta put more trust in God and yourself, okay? You gotta get stronger, and you will get stronger very quickly. You will always bounce back. That is your superpower. Yeah, this person was wishing ill towards you. Some of you guys don't understand that these people were actually designed to actually take you out. Like, this is so serious. Like, if you've been in any sort of accident, or this person trying to bring you any diseases, or they trying to put you in dangerous situations, like fights, or just dangerous situations, like, these entities were actually designed to take you out. But because you have so much protection around you, because these people do not care about their own lives anymore. Like, they're not even there. Like, their soul has already left the building, so they're not even there no more. It's the whole different entity that's operating them. You know what I mean? or it may even be multiple. And have you noticed how they always move in groups? There's always all these flying monkeys around them, the groupies, because, you know, they're all connected. They cannot do it by themselves unless they're like super strong. But a lot of times these are like little guys. These are like mini monkeys, you know? So they have to stick in groups, and I'm seeing like there's like bunch of them on you. Even if they were not close enough to you, this person was taking, you know, their advice or influence from them when it comes to you, you know? And, you know, the smear campaign, the devaluation, talking shit about you behind your back, or sometimes even in your presence, right? And to the point where you thought like this is normal. It's not normal. Like you were under a heavy spiritual attack. You were under a heavy spiritual attack. And maybe you grew up like this. A lot of you guys grew up in dysfunctional, like psychotic households, right? Narcissistic households, where your abusers felt no remorse. Like a lot of you guys grew up in these families where, you know, your mom or dad were openly abusing you and enjoying it, right? And you may be so used to it, you may be so desensitized to it that you may think it's normal. This is not normal. You grew up around demons, just so you know. But that happened to you so that you could be prepared for more of them, because you are one of the strongest warriors in God's army. You're one of the strongest soldiers in God's army. So, you know, you can take down hundreds, thousands of them. And that's only one of you there, you know, that's only you. So you may be, you know, thinking like, why do I always have these people coming after me at work? You know, in my personal life, at the store, you know, in the club, I don't know, on the trip, you know, like why are all these people after me? Why are they hating on me? This is why. They hate the God in you. They hate your strength. They hate your righteousness. They hate your truth. They hate your honor. They hate your grace. They hate your love. They literally hate your ability to love, because these people they can't even experience that much. These people can experience pleasure, physical pleasure, that they confuse for love. That's why a lot of times these people will only show you, so to say, love when they're effing you, when they're, so to say, making love to you. But that's just physical pleasure. That's what they think is love. But have you noticed that a lot of these people have issues with intimacy? Like, you sleep with them, they push you away. You're trying to give them a hug, they push you away, right? You're trying to kiss them, they don't want to hold your hand, right? That's because these people are incapable of experiencing true love and intimacy. Intimacy requires vulnerability. Vulnerability to them is weakness. They have very hardened hearts. If God is love and there's not much God living in them or at all, where you think they're getting their love from? Anyways, the strengthening of your faith happens at your lowest point. It happens when you don't have much, or when you are very hurt, when you are depressed, when you're down. That's when you start talking to God a lot of times. That's when, you know, you have nothing left but God, right? So you had to, you know, hit those points. These people actually did you a favor, because every time they knock you down, you got closer to God and you just got stronger. You got wiser. You got also more strategic about how to handle these type of energies in the future. There's a lot of peace and prosperity coming your way. Your only mission right now is to hold your peace, to protect your peace, and to protect your prosperity. Because a lot of these people will come not only for your peace, but for your prosperity. They will come for your finances. They will come for whatever you have. They want everything you have. They want everything you have, no cap. They don't want you to have anything. They don't want you to have peace. They don't want you to have joy. They don't want you to have love. They don't want you to have your finances. They don't want you to have your health. They don't want you to have your homes. They don't even want you to eat, literally. If they ever faked it, it's because two reasons. You were awakening empathy and compassion in them because you do have that effect on you do have that effect on lost souls. These are lost souls. A lost soul is somebody whose soul has left the building, and now we have to bring it back. Now we have to detect where it went, why it went there, and where did it go, and how to call it back, right? What needs to be done in order, because you can bring souls back. Anybody can bring their soul back. Anybody can turn back to God. Anybody can come back home at any moment. But that requires submission. That requires turning away from monetary pleasure, from monetary rewards, from monetary power, control, and giving your life to God. And a lot of these people, a lot of these entities, they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. Losing them was a blessing. That breakup saved you. Yeah, God is saying that this breakup literally saved your life. Like, something bad would have happened if you stay with this person longer. Then this is not for everybody. If this reading doesn't resonate with you and you're dealing with somebody who is maybe not all the way there. I'm talking to somebody like this is like heavy. Like your person is like demonic, like really, really possessed. You are not supposed to be. You're not supposed to be putting your life on the line. You're not supposed to be in these dangerous connections. You're not, as an earth angels, you're not supposed to be downstairs. You're supposed to stay in godly places around godly people. You know what I mean? And for the longest time you thought that your mission was to go and save them, to bring them back, right? But there was a timeline on this situation. I'm specifically getting 3 years for somebody. For 3 years, you tried to bring to make this person better, to bring them closer to God, and all they did was push you away, push God away, push love away. All they did was reject you, hurt you. And God is saying that you didn't lose a blessing. This was not a blessing, this was a burden for you. Like this person, you actually lost a lot of time doing just that. So for the timeline for somebody is 3 years, but it ain't gotta be 3 years, It ain't gotta be 3 years. If you can recognize this within 2 weeks, then you better pack your bags and go. You'd be wasting your prime years on this entity. You were giving, for as long as they had your full submission, which is a norm for demonic entity, for as long as you were clapping for them, no matter what they do, they kept you around, right? As a supply, right? As one of the earth angels that they were using, abusing, whatever they wanted from you. And never once think that you were the only one. There were a lot of innocent people involved in this, and this is so nasty, but I'm gonna just say it. For somebody, this is a very specific message. For somebody, you were actually like a gatekeeper. You were actually protecting so many younger girls or women from destruction by being there and taking their time. Because if you would have not been there taking their time, they would have destroyed, I just heard, the virgins. This is so messed up, you guys. God, okay. They would have destroyed the most innocent souls. And these souls are not as strong as you. They're not as experienced as you. So you were actually protecting all these younger souls from the destruction by staying in this connection for as long as you stayed in this connection. But meanwhile, you were sacrificing yourself for all these people. You were sacrificing yourself, your time, your prime years. And God is saying that you ain't gotta do this. Look, this card is coming. This person is now ruining somebody else's life. And your nostalgia will lie to you. Yeah, be very careful about this. You know, how we sometimes just hold good memories, you know, let the time pass. Just remember what they did to you and how they almost took you out. And, you know, how they lied on you, cheated on you. How destructive they were towards you. And how much time they wasted. God is saying here, this too shall pass. And there will be major upgrades. There will be major upgrades. Like you will just see instantly the next person that walks towards you. You will just see instantly, like you know, you need to test every spirit behind every person. And the test period is 3 to 6 months. If you can do it faster, do it faster. Ask a lot of questions and watch if they lie, right? The devil is a liar. So if they lie, you will instantly know that they're connected to the dark side. Yeah, I'm seeing that you are moving on here. This time you're moving on here. And maybe a lot of times you had to, they never saw it coming. No, a lot of times maybe you had to go back and test it out and be like, okay, am I actually detached or am I, you know, still in this? This was definitely a trauma bond. This person gave you the high highs and the low of the lows. So that actually affected your brain chemistry and you got physically addicted to this person. Like a little rat, like a little lab rat, right? And this time I'm seeing that, yes, you have completed the detachment process. You have, every time they left you, every time they rejected you, you detached more and more and you grew in self-love and self-confidence. And this time you are moving on for real, for real. Yeah, look, they wanted to take you out. Demonic. Dang. Yeah, this person has evil thoughts. They have evil intent for you. They do not wish you well. This person does not wish you well. Yeah, this person thought that they could keep their foot on your neck forever. They thought that they could forever control you. These type of entities, they do not want love. They want control and full submission. This person is mentally ill, like they're mental and demonic. So a lot of times demonic energies come through mental disorders, unfortunately, unless people are like severely protected, like they're in observed environments with help, you know, professional help, or church environments, or just very strong ancestors or gatekeepers or family members. But in most cases, I just heard mental epidemic going on in the world. And it's like spreading, like all these like demonic entities, like energies are spreading like cancer they enter through mental portals. Like they occupy parts of the brain that is no longer functioning. They take up the space that when the soul leaves the body, this energy takes up the space. If that makes sense, right? It's hard to understand for a human mind, but that's like the best way I can explain it. Yeah, game over for this. Actually, this is sad. I'm getting that this person is not done. They will keep on doing evil things until they're, something happens to them. Game over when it comes to you. They have been kicked out of your energy. They have no access to you whatsoever. They are not allowed near you. But this person will do more evil. So in a sense, the mission was unsuccessful because you could not bring them back. And they made the decision to... It's almost like a darker, stronger demonic energy entered them, So yeah, game over. It is no longer a vibrational match. It's not even the same person no more. You're dealing with a different energy that is just very destructive, and you should not even be close there. You should not go close to that energy because it will try and hurt you, like seriously hurt you. Yeah, you're saying here, I Can Love Me Better, Baby, from Miley Cyrus' song, I can buy myself flowers, take myself on a date. I can't remember how it goes, but you can say, I can love me better, like, this ain't shit, like, you ain't shit, Yeah, you forgot, you've been in this toxic situation for so long, you forgot what healthy love was supposed to feel like. You forgot what healthy love is supposed to feel like. And God is about to show you. God got other plans for you. This is not it, trust me. This is not your soulmate. This is not your twin flame. It's a demon. And this demon just went through metamorphosis or whatever you want to call it. I'm not really into dark side, so I don't know the whole process, but I know that they switch and change the energy, the spirits. Like there will be like a next one, the stronger one that comes in, and once the evil does enough evil, they are rewarded. There's a hierarchy there too. So it's just like you're getting your rewards for doing good, they're getting their rewards for doing evil, And some people may be like, but oh my God, like, are demons real? Like, oh, well, if God is real and angels are real, what is you think is on the other side? What's the opposite of that, right? So yeah, demons are very real. The demonic energy is very real. And it's dangerous, it's destructive, and its only mission is to destroy steal, kill, and destroy. Like, that's all they do. That's all they do. And that's how they elevate, not elevate, but like elevate in status, you know, become more powerful, get more rewards. They get more people to abuse. Like, it's sick. It's sick, you guys. This is so sick. It's sick. Yeah, and there's a smear campaign, devaluation, discard. So once you enter this stage with the narcissist or a psychopath or a demon, once you discover them, you expose them, you are no longer clapping for them, they will start discarding you. They will start devaluating you, putting you down, telling you ain't shit. They will start a whole smear campaign about you, lie on your name, you know, and they will start rejecting you because they can no longer, but you have won the battle, so they have no other choice but to get rid of you. You are no good to them no more. You are not at service to them no more, because all they want is power, control, and full submission. I just seen 111, so this is the truth. So there is no going back to love bombing, to the honeymoon stage. Don't even think about it. You better pack your bags and, you know, have an exit plan and run. You better run fast and far. Yeah, their goal isn't transformation, it's domination, Spirit is saying. Yeah, look, they're reaching new levels of toxic. So it's like they've been taken over by a new entity that is stronger, and you may like look at them and you're like, I don't recognize you. Like, who are you? Like, you don't even look the same. Why are you looking at me like that? That's scary, you know? Like, this will give you chills too. Like, you will immediately know, especially if you go into their, you know, homes or wherever they spend most of their time. Like, you're like, oh, something's giving me chills over here. I don't know what it is. You have any sage around? Like, you have any crystals, you know? Like, you will feel it that, yeah, this is, you know, there's lack of love there. There's lack of anything good there. It's dark, it's heavy, it's dense, it's, what's the word? Like, it's like deceiving energy. It's one of those like you know that they're watching you, you know that they're trying to trick you, they trying to deceive you, they trying to do something, you just don't know what it is, right? Yeah, God is saying that you're free from all of this. Like, don't even waste your time on this. F that. Anyways, you are raising your standards. You know what not to do. You're taking your time to restore your energy, but do it fast, okay? Because you have things to do. You are preparing for new beautiful beginnings, for healthy relationships, for beautiful new opportunities, for more prosperity, better health. You are learning that some things better to let go of. And you understand that these were just bad, low vibrations. You need to get out of there. This person was bitter, suspicious, a hater, scared in their ego, and psychotic. You call your power back. You left too much for free. So you are calling back. This is from Shannon Blake, beautiful singer, songwriter. I call my power back to me, gave too much for free, she's saying. And they had to let go, you know, they had to discard you, they had to reject you because they've noticed that you are too strong for them. Like, for the longest time, they thought that you were weak, they thought that you're naive, that you're stupid, you're dumb, you don't know left from right. And they've noticed that no matter what they're trying to do to you, nothing's happening. No matter what they're trying to do to you, you're always shining. No matter what they're trying to do to you, you're always showing compassion. No matter what they're trying to do to you, you're still standing and you're still getting your opportunities and rewards. And they realize that, you know, no point. She's too strong. He is standing with God. There's no way we can turn them around. The whole point of them is to break you down, to get you depressed, to form a mental disorder so that you could be easily influenced by dark entities, by dark energies. That's the whole, or to take you physically out. Like, it's either or. Just so you know, or to give you some sort of addiction, to give you a disease, to break a bone. I don't know, like, it's terrible, you guys. It's terrible. Like, this is no joke. I don't think people, there's just so many videos out there that justify, you know, this type of behavior, you know, blaming it on the childhood traumas. But when these people are actually so toxic and so destructive, like, you know, you need to act accordingly. You need to act accordingly. You need to protect yourself. Yeah, you are clearing no rumors. You're packing your stuff and you going. You're leaving this situation. The bunch of rats and snakes. The truth will always come out. The truth will always win, and they know this. Yeah, this person wanted to, this energy wanted, this entity wanted to lower your frequency so you could match their energy. When you thought you seen their soul, when you thought that you seen like their soft side or whatever, their inner child, that's like, they use that. It's actually strategic, you guys. They use that to hook you with that, because they know it's disarming, because their inner child is so weak and so hurt, and that awakened like motherly instinct in you. So when you're thinking, but you know, they have a good soul, like they don't. It's all strategic. Like, this is like really, really twisted person. Like, they actually spend so much energy on like tricking people and like sitting there and thinking how they can actually lie and deceive and take people down. Like, it's sickening. It's sickening. Yeah, well, Spirit here is saying that they need therapy, mood stabilizers, and some holy water. When God begins to separate you, it means that elevation is near. This person this person had no business in the first place being in your life. You definitely fell for a trap. This was not what you thought it was. And now that you know that, it's time to detox all that. It's time to let it go. And, you know, you breaking up with the fantasy. Like, you are mourning the fantasy that never came to life, right? Letting go is not a loss, but a liberation. Yes, thank God. Start trusting what's coming next. You activate people's hearts. Yes, you do. You represent a high vibration that disrupts the comfort of their lower frequency. That's why they hate on you. That's why they hate on you. It gives them chills. They're like, oh, I feel some type of way. I feel like I'm a liar. I feel like I'm a cheater. I feel like I'm a loser. I feel like I'm not enough. I feel like I'm evil now. Like, you know, like, yeah, they can feel all that. It's just like Have you noticed, like, as an adult, like, you go around children and children just, they're so pure, and you feel some type of way around them. You're like, oh man, like, this person hasn't even, like, had a bad thought yet, you know? That's how they feel around you, because you're so much purer than them. Yeah, they repaid you evil for good, and they will get their karma, because, you know, God is everywhere. God can go places where we cannot go. So don't you worry about their karma. You ain't gotta be there witnessing their karma. Just know that it ain't gonna be pretty. For a lot of people, I'm seeing like very severe mental disorder, like this, like like this person is tweaking, like they will be losing their mind, literally, like they will be tormented, like they can't sleep, cannot eat, like they can't live normal life anymore. Like, it's so sad. It's so sad. But, you know, you can't be around somebody who's actually trying to take you down, like trying to take you out. Like, if you know what I mean by taking out, like this person wanted to take you out, for real, for real. Like, you need to understand this, you know? Like, they're not playing. The fact that you're still here is because you are so protected. You are so loved by God. There's so many angels and so many earth angels looking over you, making sure that you're safe, that you're okay. There's so many teachers and advisors and ascended masters that are giving you information so that you know what's coming and you know how to act accordingly. But these people do not wish you well. Not at all. Yeah, and they realized that they were working hard for nothing. They got no results whatsoever. Yeah. Anywho, it's over. That's it. Yeah, you will start smiling again after pulling back your energy, and you will start glowing again after pulling back your energy. The crazy part is that that's your own energy. That's your own energy that's gonna make you feel better. So make sure that you collect it all from places. Really take your time to see where you have left your energy lingering and call it back. Call all your energy back. Call all your power back to you. Okay? I love you so much. Good luck to everybody. And yeah, let me know how it goes. I'll talk to you soon. And obviously, God loves you so much more. That's, you know, that's why I'm here. And be safe, okay? Don't, you know, be safe. Cherish your life, you know, cherish your mental health, cherish your gentle heart, you know. Don't let these people make you worse, you know. I love you so much. There's just so many people out there. Like, you deserve to be happy, you know. God didn't put you here to just be miserable and fighting demons forever. Like, you deserve to actually be happy. You deserve to experience healthy love. You deserve to do things that you love to do, and you deserve to spend some quality time on earth, like, without these monkeys, you know, ruining the moment. Love you. Bye.